Very good morning, everybody. Good morning. Who's anybody still sleepy? Sunday? Nobody? That's nice. Very good. Three clubs, a supremely bunch of excited and courageous people for showing up on a Sunday morning. I'd like to welcome you guys all to today's edition of Glendavious Toastmasters International Meeting. Before we proceed, I'd like to mention a little about Toastmasters and a few rules. Toastmasters, as you guys know, is a non-profit organization which provides a platform to develop and hone your leadership and communication skills. Before we progress, I'd like to mention a few rules which will help ensure the meeting flows smoothly. Speakers are requested to not talk about sex, politics, and religion. If you guys have not switched off your phone or kept it on silent, I'd kindly request you to take a few seconds off to do the same. If you want to attend an important call, you can do so by going out of the meeting room and attend it. When a speaker finishes his or her speech, a round of applause is always appreciated. For those of you who want water, there's water on the table. Also, washrooms are near the left. You can see a watchman sitting there. You can ask them where the washroom is and water. He will direct you. It's just adjacent to the ATM, a small lane which goes. So it's just near the left. A watchman is there. You can ask him or her. So after today's theme, choices. Choices sometimes are very tough, right? To choose between vanilla ice cream or chocolate, to choose between idli, dip or not to dip, or to swipe right on that Tinder profile, sapiosexual, papa ki pari. These are all very tough choices. But what is common is the judgment which we all face. Bro, you didn't take chocolate ice cream. How come? Yes, I don't like chocolate ice cream, so I won't take it. You swipe right on the Tinder profile, sapiosexual, papa ki pari. Yeah, what to do? But some choices are very easy, like me passing on the baton of the meeting to our president of Speakers Den. She is a multiple time Triple Crown winner and a division finalist in ISC Table Topic Evaluation District 92. I'd like to welcome Toastmaster Sonal.
I think you got the name wrong. I'm the general director now.
Okay, there's a slight hiccup. I'd like to welcome District Toastmaster Muzahir, who's been very kind and patient enough to tell me how to pronounce his name. I'd like to welcome him.
Thank you. The audio is set up here though. Can you guys hear me? No? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Online audio. Super, thank you. Thank you so much for showing thumbs up. People who are sitting online. Let me first greet you all. Happy Diwali, everybody.
Happy Diwali.
No, this is for online. Happy Diwali, people. Happy Diwali. Okay, superb. I don't think so. It's a better way to do an audio video test by wishing Happy Diwali. Alright. Energy is dull over here, but I'm sure it's not the same in this room. Happy Diwali, everybody.
Happy Diwali.
So super confusion happened in my mind because my company where I work, they gave me an optional holiday on November 14. So I, for the life of me, till the very 8th of November was thinking, the Diwali is on 14. Piyush, whenever he was asking me, Zai, are you sure we're going to do a meeting with Well? Yeah, bro. How does it matter? 2 days before only. No. How does it matter? He's also being kind enough. He's not even telling me Diwali is on 12. Until I realized, and I'm saying this with full responsibility, I hope a friend of mine, Anshul, is listening to me. Happy birthday, Anshul, if you can hear me. It's his birthday on 12. He told me on 8, I am going to my hometown. Also, it's Diwali. So I was like, what? What are you saying? He said, yes, 12th is Diwali. Which world are you in? I said, in my calendar holiday, they gave me on 14. Now, forgive me in case if I did not know, right? Maybe he's like looking quietly. Do you want me to change it to this side? What do you want me to do? Oh, it's good? Okay. Cool. So once again, with a room full of people, Happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali.
My name is Mazahir, and with the stroke of this mic, let me go ahead and open the meeting officially for 3 Club, Speakers Den, Indranagar Pride, and Whitefield Toastmasters. Do we have any guest who's joining us for the very first time? Any non-Toastmaster? Is there anybody who's a non-Toastmaster? Yes.
Not for the first time, but yes.
Okay, yes. So may I request you to please come on the stage and tell us what brought you here and what is that one thing you plan to learn from Toastmasters? Can we have a round of applause for him, please?
Thank you. Hello everyone, I'm Nidin. I have been planning to join Toastmasters for a very long time, but finally this is the time indeed. One thing that I'm planning to learn or like really wishing to learn, and the reason to join the Toastmasters is the same. As far back as I can remember, all the review meetings I was getting the same feedback. You're not good in communicating stuff, so like you have 100 things in your mind and you're convincing only 10 of them. So that is something that I would like to, or like I wish I could improve in my journey through Toastmasters with you all. Thank you.
Thank you. May I also request Jimmy to please come on the stage and introduce her. Round of applause for Jimmy, please. Okay.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and wishing you all a very happy, blessed, and safe Deepavali. The reason why I'm here, okay, let me tell you, my name is Jimmy Devi Thokcham. I belong to Northeastern India, and I'm attending a Whitefield Toastmaster. This is the 5th event, I think I'm here. I could not attend last time, which I regret. And why I'm here is not that I want to enhance my communication skills into effective communication skills. It's nothing like that. It's just that I love you all. That's the reason I'm here. It's because of the like-minded people, as I always say. And this is very tough these days, you know. The way, the work culture that we are adapting day by day, it's a very monotonous, and somehow I feel that I'm not a human being, I'm a robot. So it's good that I'm here, though it's very hectic on Sunday morning. Those who are into their family business, it's very tough for them to take out time and come. But then I'm sure whosoever comes in, they just love it and they rejoice and they want to continue. And that is why I'm here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, both of you. We welcome the guest. If there's anybody else who would come later as a guest, we'll make sure we'll give you time towards the later part of the meeting. Toastmaster started in 1924 as a forum which was supposed to be helping people in terms of raising a toast during a ceremony. And trust me, when you see about 50, 100, 150 people, totally unknown to you, it gets difficult. As I've been always saying, that it's very easy for anyone to sit out there and maybe pass a small judgment and say, oh, I could have done better. And trust me, it does happen. It's so natural. Toastmaster Forum been teaching people how to do better in terms of their public speaking, in terms of their leadership, in terms of active listening, and there are so many underrated skills that one can learn at Toastmaster. Right? All with me?
Yeah.
I would like to once again thank each one of you for giving us your valuable Sunday morning to afternoon at this very meeting, which is a rendezvous of 3 clubs. Once again, may I have a huge round of applause for everybody sitting online and offline. Diwali, as they say, it's a festival, and as far as my memory goes, and taught in the textbook of our school, it's when Lord Ram came, after defeating Ravana to his hometown. A lot of people in North still wishes not Diwali but Deepavali, and Deepavali means a row of diyas. So what people, and you'll be able to relate now, this is what I read by the way in my textbook, that what people of Ayodhya, which is currently in UP, did that they cleaned their house because they were awaiting their prince and princess. So Mata Sita and Lord Rama, they were waiting for them. So they cleaned their entire house and say, we want to look as tidy, as neat as possible. They cleaned the street, they cleaned the entire city possible, and they also lit up diyas near their house. So if you see a tradition of lighting diyas during Diwali on or around, it is related to that. But they also wanted to go one step beyond. And they say, let's do some firework if possible. So I'm not sure in the older time if they really had some fireworks or not, but maybe some way or the other they might have shown. Over the period of time, since then till now, and I better believe this happened, because the place exists. If the place did not exist, I might have my other opinion otherwise. But I'm saying the place exists, so I'm believing this happened. Over the period of time, the celebration method changed. Right? We will discuss that in today's meeting. With that, let me shake hand with my own self as I'm also the Toastmaster of the day for today's meeting. May I request all of you to please give me a round of applause so I can start. Choices of celebration is the theme for today. I kept it choices so people can talk whatever comes in their mind. Example, as Sergeant Ram spoke about ice cream. Do I like ice cream? Yes. Can I eat them? No. I got tooth sensitivity. I'm growing old. Choices of celebration. How it used to be earlier, how it is changing now, and how it might be in future. 3 segments of my theme. 3 segments is what we follow in Toastmaster. The first being the prepared speech. The second is the table topic. And third is my personal favorite, the general evaluation. Reason? Because, have you had breakfast?
Yes.
I've heard Sonal in one of her educational sessions saying that, this is a quote by somebody, she said, feedback is the breakfast for champions. Agree?
I never said this.
No, don't smile. Agree? Louder, agree? Yes. I said we do it in sync. Agree?
Yes.
Super. Thank you so much. So we're going to be having a lot of brunch over here. Forget just the breakfast. Alright? And Sonal also happened to be the general evaluator for today's meeting. I will have an introduction of her, but I'm just saying, first segment is prepared speech, the mid section is a table topic, and the third one is general evaluation. Reason because I can stand over here, blabber, go back and sit. If there's nobody to correct me, there's no way that I'm going to improve. I can keep coming over here, practice the same and go back. This is as good as you standing around your friend circle, saying whatever because your friend circle is not going to judge you. I'm sorry if I'm quoting you, but there are many co-workers of mine who've been provided a feedback and saying you are perfect almost at your work. I'm sorry, but you need to improve a little bit as to how do you present your work. Every PMC, as we call it PMC, the performance cycle that happened towards the end of the year, similar feedback being given in corporates. In community, they do it very subtly. They'll say, Macha, you can do it a little better. A little bit casual, you can do it a little better. In personal life, there's no feedback. Hence Toastmaster as a forum. Now let me introduce the general evaluator for today's session. This person has been a key person at District 92 as well as District 121 and many other districts. If I talk about this person, she's been helping a lot of clubs which are struggling, clubs which are yet to open, clubs who are doing well established, and they need somebody to motivate their members of the club. This person has been doing a tremendous amount of job at Toastmaster, volunteering through thick and thin. I still remember there was one of the meeting that took place somewhere near Yashwantpur. There was one of the colleges we went, and I remember that we were falling short of a role player, and we requested Sonal to come. She without a doubt said, yes, I'm on my way. I'll be there. That's the person who we have today as a general evaluator. With that, I would like to give a thunderous round of applause to RG. Let's welcome Toastmaster Sonal.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Mazahir, for that. That's not the introduction I normally receive from people, but thank you for that. So as the general evaluator, it is my responsibility to evaluate the entire meeting, right from the time it began to the very end of the meeting. It's a big task. I can't do it all by myself. To support me in my role, we have 2 key role players, the timer and the hour counter. So as the timer, we have Toastmaster Rashmi. Could you please come on stage and explain your role to us? Keep the applause going.
morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Time and tide wait for none. That's why we have timer role in all our Toastmaster meetings. Today, as a timer, my role is to keep track of the time for all the speakers so that they don't find themselves in catch-22 situation of finishing their speech as well as qualifying for OT. To help me do this, I have 3 colored cards with me: green, yellow and red. I will show green card when the speaker reaches minimum qualified time. I will show yellow color card when the speaker hits target time, and I will show red color card when the speaker reaches maximum allotted time. For prepared speeches, we have 2 icebreaker speeches today, which are 4 to 6 minutes time slots. For 4 minutes, I will show green color card. And for 5 minutes, I will show yellow color card. And for 6 minutes, I will show red color card. For 5 to 7 minutes speech, I will show green color card for 5 minutes, yellow color card for 6 minutes, and red color card for 7 minutes. Table topics we have for 1 to 2 minutes. I will show green color card for 1 minute, yellow color card for 1.5 minutes, and red color card for 2 minutes. For speech evaluations, we have time limit 2 to 3 minutes. I will show green color card at 2 minutes, yellow card at 2.5 minutes, and red card at 3 minutes. I will present my report when called upon by general evaluator.
Did we cover table topics?
Yeah, I covered.
Okay.
For table topics,
Yeah, 1 to 2
we
minutes.
have 1 to 2 minutes.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rashmi. As our counter for today, we have Toastmaster Bhima. Bhima, you're Bhima.
Thank you. Good morning, Toastmasters.
Good morning.
Fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. I am Bhima, your counter for today. My role is to help us become aware of filler sounds such as and so. During speeches, I will provide constructive feedback later. Let's aim for clear and impactful communication. As each speaker takes the stages, I will note any filler sounds. Remember, this is for improvement, not criticism. Practice, preparation, and a steady pace help reduce filler sounds. I will give my counter report when called upon by the general evaluator at the end of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhima, to make life easy for Bhima and for us. Our counter is also known as the CRPF counter, where our counter counts the crutch words, repetitive words, pauses, and fillers. So we may want to refrain from using these counts. And as the grammarian, I think we have Toastmaster Sangeeta. You're the grammarian. You are?
Toastmaster Vivek.
Vivek. We have Toastmaster Vivek.
Happy Diwali, everyone.
Happy Diwali.
So I'm your grammarian for today. As a grammarian, I'll be keeping note of what some of the right usages of language are and what are some of the areas that we all can improve upon. So before I start, I want to ask a question to everyone. How many of you think grammar is a very important part of our communication? But a lot of people these days, because of the usage of social media, because of the usage of WhatsApp, a lot of importance is not given to grammar. Okay? But research has shown that the right usage of grammar leads to very clear communication, and it also enhances the credibility in somebody speaking. Having said that, I will make a note of the right usages and also the areas of improvements, and I'll present my report at the end of the session. So before I end, I'll present the word of the day, and the word of the day for today is catch-22. Catch-22 is a word that indicates contradictions in a situation, like a dilemma. For example, a certain village wants development, which may mean a road and a factory, but they don't want to give up land for the road or the factory, or travel elsewhere to work in a factory. So this leads to a catch-22 situation for the villagers. Another example, as a man who is married and a soldier, you may die in the line of duty and your family will be destitute. But if you don't go to the line of duty, the country will be affected and your family may again become a destitute. So again, they are in a dilemma or a catch-22 situation. One final example. New graduates are in a catch-22 situation in the job market today. They need jobs to gain experience. But until they have experience, they won't get handled. This is again a catch-22 situation. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vivek. I am known for my very critical evaluation, so I will want to just offer you a suggestion. I would suggest you to make note of the good and the not so good usages of the English language. Right is slightly a strong word, so we may want to refrain from using that. So having explained my role and our tag team, I hand it back over to the Toastmaster of the day, distinguished Toastmaster Mazahir Hussain.
So,
Oh,
thank you so much. Can we have a better round of applause for the entire tag team and Toastmasters Sona? Yeah, I think that's how we do a better round of applause. It's okay. I'll get your energy later, everybody. I'm really bad at looking at people. If you're watching your phone, I'll be looking at you. So you know what I'm doing. Alright, remember I spoke about 3-segment Toastmasters meeting? Yes? What was the first one? If we do it in sync over here, what is the first one? Super. What is the second one? Okay, I'm not going to go to the third one because the third one was just covered by Toastmasters Sonal. We will now start with the first segment of Toastmaster meeting, which is a prepared speech. At Toastmaster, we call the evaluator in our club, we call the evaluator for the speaker first. Considering the first speech and the second speech, the objective remain the same. I will only request, and the evaluator also remain the same. I will only request the evaluator to come over here once and read out the objective laid by the Toastmaster. Let me now introduce the evaluator number 1, who's also the evaluator number 2, but only will come on the stage once now. This person has been a key instrument to Toastmaster. If I talk about somebody who's been a pillar of, teach a lot of things to people, especially if you want to learn the leadership from somebody. And I always say, this is my personal opinion, I always say that in order for you to get motivated, and this happens by the way naturally, you may want to see the person sitting right there, climbing on top of their career. Who's better than currently serving as a CEO of a firm called Blue Gene, which is into genetic counseling and beyond. Somebody who served multiple roles in her previous club, including the president, served as an area director, served as a division director, currently serving as an area mentor. Distinguished Toastmaster, let's welcome the evaluator number 1 and 2 for both the speaker, distinguished Toastmaster Nidhi Jacob.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters, and a happy Diwali to everybody, particularly to the first and the second speakers. So both the first and the second speaker will be delivering their icebreaker, which is their very first speech that they deliver in Toastmasters. The objective for the speakers is to introduce themselves to the club and to understand and learn the basic structure of the speech. The first speaker will be delivering the icebreaker online, and the second speaker will be here in person. Timer, please note the time is 4 to 6 minutes. All right. A big round of applause to both the speakers for taking the first step on this auspicious day of Diwali, and back to Team Mod for the day.
Thank you so much. Before I actually start, the online speaker, I will do a quick audio and video test with you. Toastmaster Saurabh, if you can please come on the video. And I request you to kindly repeat the words after me. Today is a sunny day. 1, 2, 3.
Today is a sunny day. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you. Can you please go back, stand where you're supposed to, if possible. And now say the same thing.
Today is a sunny day. 1, 2, 3.
Can you also say Happy Diwali to everybody?
Happy Diwali to all.
Okay, they can't hear you. Saurabh, once again, Happy Diwali to everybody.
Happy Diwali to everybody.
Okay, I hope the speaker is audible and visible. Yeah. Alright. Okay, tilt it. This is for the evaluator. If you guys want, I'll turn this as well for all of you. Just a minute.
I'm also generally valued.
Yeah, I'll show you. That's all. So just a minute.
I keep my jobs.
Saurabh, can you see the timer card?
Right next to me.
Audio is not clear.
Okay, Saurabh, can you see the timer card I'm saying? Can you see Rashmi showing the timer card?
Wait.
Yes?
Yeah, I'm able to see it now.
Okay, he can see it now. Alright? Can you see the speaker?
Yeah.
Super, alright. Okay, all with me? Done checking your phones? People? Yes? All with me? All set? Thank you. Now, let's welcome our speaker number 1 who's delivering his icebreaker speech. As a ritual in Toastmaster, for the very first speech, which is an icebreaker, and the last speech of your Pathways module or the module that you're following in Toastmaster, we deliver a standing ovation or a round of applause. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So we'll do the same for the speaker number 1 and speaker number 2. Sounds good?
Yeah.
Alright, let's welcome with a huge round of applause Toastmaster Saurabh as speaker number 1. Toastmaster Saurabh, your icebreaker speech. Toastmaster Saurabh, over to you.
Thank you, Azai. And happy Diwali to all. This is my icebreaker. So, ladies and gentlemen, the esteemed members, this is my icebreaker, but I will be introducing myself, who I am, and what I believe in. Heading from the heart of the India, Uttar Pradesh, I born and brought up in a middle class society, in a middle class family. I was taught to work hard and to build determination. While I might not take expertise in a particular subject, but I chose the unconventional way of doing the thing. It gave me experiences and lessons. After my graduation, my family urged me for a government job. They told me to start for bank clerk and bank chief examination. It was fine. The government job had a high prestige in UP compared to the high-paying private job. But the government job has a monotonous 100-fold with them. Bank clerk was mostly synchronizing carrying data in a ledger. The bank CEO must have some freedom but still lead to the bank rules and competing with the customer. So I decided not to go in this traditional path. I went for a programming. I was good in sentences, so I started taking the interview. After a few months of relentless pursuit, I got selected in a programming for DC customers. And luckily that company was working in the latest Microsoft technology. So it seems to be well, everything settled, middle class, job was expanding in the life. But what happened, I was not very happy with my life because the same monotonous life. So I enrolled myself in the Latin dance club. Perhaps in the UP, where the Kathak was famous. So this dance has its own way of doing each way of steps. Each step is holding the partner, lifting the partner. That asks for a fit body and a coordinated mind. So this gives me an experience that not only you work, but also you have to be fit bodily and mentally to achieve something in your life. So from my experience, I got to know dance and the feeling, the two things which hold the key of overall fitness. My journey brought me to Bangalore. I was working in a good IT company. It was rewarding coming from a tier to Bangalore and with a high paid salary was rewarding. In the break, I found myself drawn to the YouTube videos of UPSC preparation. It has various subjects: history, geography, humanities, art, as well as philosophy. A philosophy is a subject which enchanted me a lot. I don't know why. So I was able to delve into the great thinkers' thoughts and what they are trying to say, how they are related to our modern human life. Socrates says, I know that I know nothing. But the Plato laid the foundation of modern welfare state, which we all are enjoying in India. Or say in US, maybe democratic nation has taken the thought of Plato. Chanakya has his own way of thinking, was only for administration and for running the government. There are few thinkers who changed the humanity forever. Do you know that we are in India we are enjoying the equality, fraternity, and liberty? Do you know who gave this point? Who gave this word to us? These words are given by the George Rousseau of Genovese, Europe. His words, man is free. Man is born free, but everywhere he is changed. He isn't changed. Man needs to be forced to be free. These two sentences have disrupted the humanity for time immemorial. Recent examples are American Revolution, French Revolution, and Second World War. So I got to know that these words, these sentences are used by the power in world for the own interest, not for humanity interest. I started reading the publications of the think tanks like Chatham House UK, INSS Israel, Rand Corporation US, and Observer Foundation India. I got to know how philosophies are used for controlling the human. Recent incidents are Arab and Manipur. So that I got to the knowledge intoxicating. While I was doing everything was fine with me, everything was running fine with me. I was asked by higher management in the company to resolve an issue by other architecture law. I said yes, and I executed that project. It was well done project, everything was fine. Higher management asked me to demonstrate how these things can be used in other applications so that they can use other software also. So I did the presentation and I combined. This was a disaster for me, a catch-22 situation, where I want to improve myself and to good at it, but I am not able to display that. So I started working on a communication skill in 10th and the Toastmaster. Now here, standing in front of you, I can say that life is a canvas that you can paint and repaint it with the experiences and challenges. And this journey is far from over. Thank you.
Okay, I can't hear you clapping. Can we have a better round of applause for the speaker? Saurabh, we all are standing and we are clapping for you. Thank you so much. You guys can very well take your seat. Thank you. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys see me? I can just turn the laptop and say, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Right, one request and a ground rule for a Toastmaster meeting. Avoid chit-chatting even if it's important. By all means, use a method which doesn't require you to speak, such as scribble. If needed to, we'll do it on a phone. All with me?
Yes.
All with me?
Yes.
Super, thank you. Let me now welcome the second speaker for our today's meeting. This person and I and our club has a very interesting story that I would like to share. So when she was coming to our club as a guest, there were actually two monikers that we had. So one with the moniker with C and one with the moniker with
K.
She said it all. The very second introduction that I had it with her was, where are you from? And she said, I'm from the city of Agra. And we wanted to connect on certain aspect of how beautiful the city is, what's famous. She said Petha. I said where to find it. She said Panchi Petha. Now we went for a trek and we figured out there are so many Panchi Pethas in Agra. So next time when you go to Agra and you want to find Panchi Petha, you might find it in every corner. Next time, do meet and greet our speaker to understand where the real Panchi Petha is located. Delivering her first speech at this club meeting. This will be her icebreaker speech. So once again, may I request all of you, once the speech is done, to give a standing round of applause for her. Let's welcome our speaker number 2, who's delivering her icebreaker speech, Toastmaster Monica with a K.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mazahir. I am a true believer of whatever happens, happens for a reason. Counting those reasons since 1987 until now. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, my dear Toastmasters and guests. I am Monica Saraswat. I belong to the state of Bhaiyas, UP, and city of Taj, that is Agra. I am the second daughter of my parents and one and only sibling of my elder sister. I did my schooling from Agra, where I made very good friends and beautiful memories to cherish through my life. I was a very obedient and disciplined student and used to be in the good books of my teachers. I then pursued BTech in Electronics and Communication in 2010. Those 4 years were purely went into the studies and with very less fun, as I was a day scholar. At the time of placement, I wanted a job in the core segment, but the core company does not used to come in our college. But in fact, that time I sat for one company and purely because of money and did not get through. And I thank God for that. But I had a plan B. I was very clear in my mind. I was not in catch-22 situation. So I was clear in my mind that I'll be pursuing the higher studies, and because of that, I started the preparation for PGDM in my 4th year, and that was the obvious plan B for all the students at that time. So after completing my BTech, after completing my BTech, I appeared for some tests and then got through one of the good colleges in one of my favorite city, that is Pune. After I sent the DD to Pune or to the college, I got to know that my DD reached late and I missed the chance of getting the admission. I lost hope. I was very upset. But then on a very good day, I got a call from a landline number with a code 020. It was from Pune and it was from the college. They said that I got the admission, but I did not get the admission in the hostel. So it was okay. It was a manageable situation. I then took the admission in the college and I enjoyed my 2 years of PGDM thoroughly. I made very good friends. It was a complete new experience for me. But then this experience also came to an end and the placement season came. But luckily I got a placement in a very good MNC in Mumbai as a management trainee. I did the training in that company for 6 months in sales, and this was the plan that I will get placed or I will get a position in sales after completing my 6 months training. But luckily, again, I got a position in the product marketing team there. So out of the 5 MTs who joined at that time, I was the only one who got the position in the product marketing team. So I was enjoying my work because this was a core work for me, for a core company for me. So I was enjoying my work and the team there, the bonding and everything. It was very good. But after some time, after 3 years, I realized that I need to move on. I have to learn more and I want to be in a new job. So I started searching for a new job, and of course in Pune. But again, I did not get any opportunity, any good opportunity in Pune. And then I thought, okay, let's open the location preference to Bangalore. I extended my preference to Bangalore in my Naukri profile, and on one day I got a call from AkzoNobel. So for many of you, AkzoNobel is a parent company of Dulux. So now you know, right? So Dulux is so AkzoNobel is the parent company for Dulux, and unfortunately, I think many of you know Dulux and does not know AkzoNobel, right? So, but AkzoNobel is much more than Dulux paints. In 2016, I joined AkzoNobel and I shifted to Bangalore. This was a year which was very important and very hectic for me because I was into the new city and was coping up with the new job. And so I was handling the 3 segments of a very complex business, which was one was B2B, other was B2C, and the third is OEM business. So I was handling it single-handedly. After this, this is the brief of my life till now. As I always say, is that everything happens for a reason, and it is always for one's benefit. Like for me, one, I wanted the core job in the core company. I got it with the grace of God. Second, I wanted to settle down in Pune, but yeah, God did not want me to settle down in Pune, so He gave me a good option, which is Bangalore. It is equally good as Pune and is good for me and my husband. Okay, so at the end of 2016, I got married to Tanmay. So this was a year which, it's a year with 2 milestones. Okay, the third thing is that I never thought that I'll be marrying Tanmay because he was a very good friend of mine in the college days. But after a long period of 3 months, God made me to meet him, and now we are happily married. Okay, so this is the end of my speech, and with this I just want to tell that just accept the life as it is, because whatever happens for a reason. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Monica. Can we have another round of applause for her? So no matter how many times you're going to say her company name, I was only thinking about ExxonMobil. Because I'm into Formula 1 and there's this company called ExxonMobil that does that. But the moment she said Dulux, I'm like, yeah, I can relate now. And I believe Dulux is into the paints and other related job, right? So congratulations, speaker number 1 and speaker number 2 for successfully starting their journey in Toastmaster with the icebreaker speech. Can we have a round of applause? Thank you so much. Let's now move on to the speaker number 3. And before I introduce the speaker number 3, let me introduce the speaker number 3's speech evaluator. This person can be defined as a reliable person, somebody who has never say never attitude, somebody who still drives I may want to call it like one of the dream cars of Indians back in the 80s and 90s for sure, right? And he has a different reason behind it. Somebody who uses subtle humor, somebody who's also known as the humor prince of our club. Let me now introduce the evaluator number 3 for speaker number 3, Toastmaster Kevin, who's also serving as a VPPR of Whitefield Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mazahir. To start off with a very sad note, my dream car is yesterday hospitalized with a critical issue. So I hope he recovers soon. Today I'll be evaluating Toastmaster Sangeeta, who has taken the pathway Persuasive Influence and will be attempting her L1P3 speech. The purpose of the speech of this project is for the member to practice using vocal variety or body language to enhance the speech. So all the best to you, Sangeeta, and back to you, Toastmaster Zahir.
Thank you so much, Kevin. I'm so sorry to hear about the recent hospitalization of your car. See, that's the difference. When I crack a joke, nobody laughs. So no, now don't forcefully do it. So hold that energy for the speaker number 3. Somebody who is been very meticulous in planning this entire meeting. When I was talking to the VP Education of our club, he said we found a reliable source from the other club who's really responding. I said, okay. When I walked in the room, somebody greeted me with a smile. And I think those are one of the key elements of the project that's been already described by the evaluator. I can't wait to hear the speaker. Let's give a huge round of applause. And with that, let's welcome the speaker number 3, Toastmaster Sangeeta. Speaker number 3, Toastmaster Sangeeta. Toastmaster Sangeeta, speaker number 3.
Hope and strength are like the two sides of a coin. It is the two facets of our inner self that are interlinked together, woven together in a tapestry of resilience and determination. It is our undying hope, our undying strength that holds our undying hope when the odds are stacked against in our life. Now imagine a situation where you have put in sincere effort on a project, but then your manager calls you in, makes you sit down, and then belittles your worth. Or maybe you are in a selfish relationship. You caught up in an endless loop of waiting, but then your character strength rises and that makes you free from that loop and saves your hope. Or imagine someone in a new environment facing a torment of bullying. It is again their sense of strength that saves their hope. Good morning to all the hopeful and resilient Toastmasters and guests present over here.
Good morning. Good morning.
Today, I want to take you all with me on a journey. A story that unfolded before me 5 years ago. A story of seeing most of the most hopeful and resilient gentlemen I had the privilege to meet. It was 5 p.m. I was in my train going to my hometown from Howrah to Bankura. A gentleman sitting just opposite to me. I was going, after a long stint of job hunting, I was going my home. So I was little disturbed with a heavy heart. I was reading my newspaper, flipping through it. But then when the train started running, a sense of nostalgia took over me. The scenario of bustling city to the serene countryside, it was seeming like a breathtaking painting. Then suddenly I looked, just opposite to me, there was a gentleman sitting. He was sitting with his wife and their child, little daughter. The gentleman looked very happy and contentment. His eyes revealed incredible strength, as if he conquered the life itself. It was like a completely happy family movie playing in front of me. But then something happened which changed the whole scenario.
The daughter was playing happily, and which was completely refilling the environment with her laughter. I also couldn't resist myself. My mood also changed a bit while playing with her. Then his daughter was giggling, and his father was trying to manage her and trying to feed her. But then her daughter, with a naughty, playful way, she was refusing to have her food. Then her father scolded her in a playful way, and then he told her that, "Dear, if you don't listen to me, then I am going to die." Like this, her father mimicked his death. And in response, her daughter hadn't cried, and it was not an ordinary cry. It was a torment of tears with profound anguish. After a sudden moment, the whole scenario changed. Then I was talking with her mother. Her mother then showed me a video. It was a video taken in a children's cancer hospital with the background song playing. We shall overcome, we shall overcome. That video was describing how some doctors were taking care of cancer-affected children and how the doctors were helping those patients to bring back their smiles back and helping them to improve in their progress with their sufferings. But then her mother started suddenly crying, and then she was revealed that heartbreaking truth. Her child had been battling through blood cancer. In these last 6 months, in that video, what I was showing, that was the testament of these last 6 months, what was the struggles they were facing. And the way her daughter cried, it was because at her tender age, she has the fear of hearing that word death. But what actually surprised me the most is the incredible strength of the gentleman's eyes. The way he was happily struggling everything, and the way he and his wife was tackling the whole situation, that made me more surprised. He was not only, they were highly educated, they were also a social worker, and they also helped the women's educations for their empowerment. With all this, they were happily struggling. After all this, I just get surprised and asked myself, and I wonder that as in this condition, that gentleman could hold on to hope, could hold on to unshakable strength, could hold on to faith, then why I am losing hope so easily? Then that gentleman asked me, he noticed me, I was completely stressed from the beginning of my journey. He then reassured me with his smile. And he also laughed at my lack of hope. He reassured me that it is just a beginning and beautiful phase of my life. And from that day onwards, whenever I find myself at the crossroads in my life, my hope whispers to my side, try one more time. And I also remember that songs in my mind, humming that tune in my mind. We shall overcome, we shall overcome, we shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we We shall overcome someday.
Thank you so much. A horrible singer inside me woke up. Toastmaster is a perfect example of catch-22. With that, let's say bye-bye to the segment number 1, which was prepared speech. You heard the speaker number 1, speaker number 2, speaker number 3. Can we have a round of applause for all of them? Music has no language. The moment I heard her humming the song for the first time, inside my head I was singing Hum Honge Kamyab Ek Din. And much later in my life, I realized the tune was inspired by an English song. And there are many other songs. I think Bollywood been surviving on those for a really long time. And I wondered how they used to do it in 50s and 60s and 70s, because there was less amount of access to information outside. And only now we know a lot of those songs were copied from outside, inspired or motivational. Copycat. Right? All said with me? Right? So what used to happen if anybody of any of those directors you happen to meet now, you may want to ask them a question. How did that happen? If you may want to meet those music directors, you may want to know what inspired you. And trust me, they will have a time of their life answering you. Reason why? Because you ask them a question impromptu. In Toastmaster, we help you learn that skill. And our second segment talks about speaking impromptu. Table topic segment. This is where a table topic master will take the journey forward and will be requesting you as a, if possible, and I've requested this already but I'm saying it, if you're a role player, we may request you to kindly avoid speaking during the table topic. Let's give a fair amount of chance to people who haven't come on the stage so far. All with me?
Yes.
All with me?
Yes.
All with me?
Yes.
Super. Thank you so much. Now let me introduce the table topic master of today's meeting. Somebody who's very keen to start the meeting today. I was telling the sergeant down, let's hold on for some time. This person again comes and poke and say, can we start now? Somebody who I saw being eagerly waiting to perform his table topic session, but I'm sure he's set and prepared for it. I would like to request the table topic master with your thunderous round of applause. Let's welcome all of them. But before that, this is the request for anybody who's sitting online. If you guys wish to participate, please raise your virtual hand and we will assist you with that. We can hear your audio. We should be able to see your video as well. If you wish to participate during the table topic, please raise your virtual hand. Now let's give a huge round of applause. Toastmaster Puneet as a table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Muzair, for the warm welcome. Good noon, everyone. Impromptu speaking skill. If you consider I can see myself. Okay, if you consider communication toolkit, ability to speak impromptu adds a superpower. It helps you express your thoughts more confidently. And this is one skill that I consider it as a verbal parachute. Well, life is full of uncertainties, but it will help you navigate graciously during unexpected situations. This is the skill that sharpens your wit and enhances your ability to speak on your feet. Now, in Toastmasters, we conduct table topic session to help members of our club to improve their impromptu speaking skill. Personally, I believe table topic session helps us to explore ourselves better. For example, I remember one person during the table topic session, table topic master asked me a question, which is your favorite movie? Then I didn't answer well, but the same question I asked myself when I went home. Then I came to know what kind of genre I like. This is the place you learn, this is the session you learn impromptu speaking skill along with exploring yourself. The rules are simple. I call random members onto the stage. The first preference goes to non-role players. Then I will, if time is available, I will give a chance to role players also. I call members onto the stage, I give them a topic, and they have to speak. They have to collect their thoughts and they have to speak for a minimum of 1 minute, and you should not exceed more than 2 minutes. Timer will help you. Timer shows green card at 1 minute, amber card at 1.5 minutes, and red card at second minute. Now, without any delay, let's get started. First, I would like to know who are all non-role players here. Let's start with 10%. Today, yeah, I will first. Okay, you can come on the stage. Yeah, you can raise your hand, right? Okay, please come. Okay, your name I forget. Nitin. Please give me a warm welcome. Okay, let me know. Okay, for you the topic is, you cannot control the world, but you can certainly control how you choose to react to various situations. I repeat the topic. This topic is, you cannot control the world, but you can certainly control how you choose to react to various situations. Over to you, guest Nitin.
Thank you. Thank you for such an interesting topic. Looking back, this is something that I always think about when I come across or when I face difficult situations. There are so many times in our life where we have to face tough scenarios or like very incredibly difficult scenarios, but it is our choice that can make that difficulty or that hindrance an opportunity. To give an example, there was a time in my life, like when I was just 24 or something, when I went to the doctor, it showed that my BP was slightly high. So it is such a young age and you're getting a mild higher BP. So I got scared, but then I thought like I could use this as an opportunity, to respond to it. Like then I picked up running, then I reduced all the my habits which was causing to it, like smoking and all that. So I'm trying to say is, when you face with a scenario like this, that can it's not in your hand that what you will be facing today or like when you go out in the world, but how you respond to it can make any difficult scenario into an opportunity, and you can convert that to a stepping stone to a better future. Thank you.
Thank you, guest Nitin. I remember a quote, life is 10% of what happens to us, 90% how we react to it. Your speech reminds me of this quote, and we have a 90% chance that we can change, we can utilize it as an opportunity and bring changes in our life. With that, let's move on to the next speaker. You can come onto the stage. Please welcome him with a warm clap. May I know your name? Praneeth. Okay. Yeah. Okay. For you, the topic is, the more one knows about themselves and their place in the world, the easier the choice. I repeat again. The more one knows about themselves and their place in the world, the easier the choice. And over to you, Praneeth. Okay.
Yeah, so happy Diwali everyone, first of all. And yeah, like what you have said, the more one knows about yourself helps.
Easier the choice.
Yeah, easier the choice. So basically there were like if I go back a couple of years back in my life, there were like a lot of situations where I don't know how to react, and I couldn't figure out what exactly I want in my life. So as usual, like most of the students in our country, I picked up engineering, and I used to have a lot of hobbies when I was in my school, and unfortunately I couldn't make a habit out of them. So years have passed, and when I was doing the BTech, then at that point I was exposed to this social media with the Jio and everything. Then I came to know about different opportunities we have in the life, like in the arts, we have, for example, Toastmasters, public speaking, etc. And it gave me some info on what are the fields I am interested in, and like what should I spend some time on. And it kind of reduced a lot of stress on my brain, because it made kind of it reduced the thinking, like it reduced the number of choices I was interested in, and it made my life much easier. So I think this reflects pretty much in many other areas of the life. So that's all. Okay.
Thank you, Praneeth. Life offers the many choices, and having a clarity in what I want, it really helps us to the filter what we need to have in my life. With that, let us move on to the next speaker. I think anybody raise hand in virtual meeting?
We have some more people offline.
Is it? Okay. Let's go call volunteers. Anybody would like to take table topic? Okay, please come. Okay, there is a quote. Coach's best tool is asking a questions. Now, for you the topic, how will question help in making a good choice? I repeat again. How will question helps us making good choice? Over to you. Okay, sir.
Can we have a round of applause for the please?
Okay. Very good afternoon to everyone.
Good afternoon.
I'm very excited with this because as I do a counseling session, it's very important for me to understand the question. And questions actually plays a vital role in implementing effectiveness in our life. Life itself teach you to stand on a crossroad where certainly the life will show you. Make sure that you are at the stage of catch-22, whether you are a small kid or a grown-up or a CEO or a house, homemaker, whosoever you are. Catch-22 is a part of our life, and I face it every time when I do counseling. Asking about the question, it always says that it's very important to understand what question you are asking, because relevantness of the question is much important than what answer you will get. Again, it is a correlation, because the kind of a question that you will ask, you will get the best of the answer. If your questions is not good, do not expect a very good answer. The clarity comes with the question first. Answers is a byproduct of the good question. So please remember, whether you are in a corporate world, whether you are anywhere, before speaking, when you want to understand things, come up with a very good question framing. An open-ended question always helps. So this is where we learn, and this platform is a platform where continuous process of learning is here, and that's why I just love it. Because every time I come and I'm here to learn, I'm not a Toastmaster, I'm not been enrolled, I'm a guest, and sometimes I feel very embarrassed that I'm coming every time. But I'm sure the reason I have told you, I'll be enrolling very soon, because I'm not in the town, on and off I'm traveling, that's the reason I'm not here. But I'm glad I'm here, and my question will be always there to my dear friend Mazahir and Nivi, and please be ready with a good answer so that I can keep on learning. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Jimmy. And one takeaway from your speech is to asking question helps, but asking a particular questions that really makes us to drill down what we need to expect, what we should expect from the people. Thank you for that. Let us give her a big round. Now, whom should I call now? Okay. Anybody? Okay, I will go with Anmol. Please come on to the stage. For you, the topic is dream job versus stable income. What matters more? I repeat again: dream job versus stable income. What matters more? Over to you.
Dream job versus stable income. It's ironical that I've got this because over a few months ago I was working as a digital marketer and I really didn't like it. So I thought, why not try something else? And I got into radio production, and right now I'm interning as a radio producer. And it obviously, intern, you don't get paid, right? Aside. So if you're willing to treat me, But yeah, jokes aside, I think in the long run, if you look at things, being in peace with yourself or enjoying what you do really matters. And that comes at a choice, right? Trying to take that step and doing what is taking the unknown path, and I think that is a very courageous choice that one makes. If you're able to do that, and if you can take that step ahead and choose your dream job, and if that pays you fairly decently at least, and I think that is probably something we all should do. Because in the long run, that'll keep you happy. That'll give you a sense of achievement, sense of joy, and every day when you get up, you're doing something, something you love. Although you may not be getting paid very well, but you at least know you're happy. So that's my.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, Toast. I should not forget this. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Anmol. This reminds me of Steve Jobs' quote. He used to say in his book. He said this in his book. When we cross 40, when we get retired, when we look at our life, it should be a journey of reward. And this speech reminds me of that quote. And whether it is dream job or stable income, we should look at in a long term, which is beneficial. Thank you for that. Let us give him a big round of applause. Now, before going to next speaker, let me give a brief about the next topic. Yesterday, I was watching a movie, and in that movie, the protagonist, at his early age, he chooses life to be happy. For him, happy is to be loyal to his girlfriend, to lead minimalist life, and do not involve in the family business. That is his happy life. But eventually, the circumstances make him to take a few decisions that eventually he will become a gang leader. That movie name is Godfather. Considering that, now the next topic I want to ask. Okay, who will come?
Hima is the only non-role player over here, and if you want to have somebody on.
Okay.
I will. So online, if they heard you.
Anybody would like to take topic? Okay, I will go with Bhima. You can come on.
Actually, I'll go because
Okay.
I love Godfather.
Okay, super. Come on.
That's my favorite movie, yes.
Let's give me a big round of applause. Considering that movie,
yes.
The topic is, are we living in the illusion of choices? The topic is, are we living the illusion of choices? Over to you.
Thank you so much. If you want to be my friend, you better watch Godfather Part 1, Part 2 and Part 3 with me. Right? And beware, warning, it's going to be at least 9.5 hours of a show. Right? Because Part 1 is about almost 3 hours and Part 2 is about 2.5 hours and then Part 3 and so on. So a lot of people don't like Part 3. But I am absolutely in love. Interesting fact about Godfather, I'm not deviating from the topic. They were supposed to make the Part 4 of it around 1999. The director went broke before. So people who have seen Godfather, in part 3, the girl who acts as Michael Corleone's daughter is nobody but the daughter of a director. So they went broke total during the part 3. This movie, and if I'm not wrong, IMDb top 5 or top 10, Godfather part 1 and part 2 is definitely there. Right? The illusion, choices, I totally agree with you on that. I think in this movie itself, the protagonist think that he had choice, but he actually did not. Everything happens for a reason and he chose to go with it. You may very well be able to relate with this protagonist who was an army veteran. He just serves in army and he comes back home and he sees what's happening around him. And if you guys are unable to relate with me because you haven't seen Godfather, has anybody seen Sarkar over here? Sarkar Raj? Sarkar Raj, okay? That movie is basically in a way inspired by The Godfather, right? In life, you can never really expect what's going to happen. Choices will come your way. It's your chance whether to take it or leave it. They say opportunity knock your door once. I don't believe in that. I think opportunity keeps knocking your door every now and then. Just need to take the hint and feel with it. Choices can be illusion. It can be otherwise as well. It's up to you whether you want to make the choice or not. Example, in today's meeting, it was your choice to remain at home or come for a Toastmaster meeting, and you came forward over here. Have I had a choice, illusion of choices? Many a time. What have I chosen to do? What I felt like. So I think one should always see if there is a choice, yes or no. Decision is yours. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Muzai. I agree with you. We have a choices. Sometimes, circumstances make us to think we are in an illusion of choices. Good take on the topic, and let us give him a big round of applause. Now we come to the end of our table topic session, and thank you all for engaging participation and your spontaneous and insight that made this session remarkable. And life is full of choices. We can make smart choices. We can choose. We can make smart choice. With this, I hand over the stage back to Toastmaster Muzai.
Whatever we say, it gets recorded. Make sure you cut this part. Choices of celebration. You guys remember the theme? Choices of celebration. I think the entire theme was well lit around choices. Our speakers chose to come over here to deliver the speeches. Our table topic speakers chose to take that moment, take the chance, and came and delivered their table topics. A celebration. It's up to you how you want to celebrate. I don't want to go back to the past as an era. I don't want to be in the modern history of between 1600 to about 1900. And I don't also want to be in the present. Celebration is all up to you how you want to celebrate. One thing that we all need to be cognizant of, that whatever action that you're taking should not hamper or harm anybody. I know a lot of people speaking about, stop bursting cracker. Now, I'm not going to give you an advice. It is you as an adult, you need to understand should you do it or should you not. I'll leave that choice to you. In terms of celebration, there's only one message that I have, that what I personally noticed is that the amount, and I'm sure most of you will be able to relate, the amount of celebration we as people used to do as a child and as a teen, it isn't the same now. We all remember how much we used to be involved in our homes? Yes? Making sure decorating our houses very well, making sure the diyas are placed really well, waiting for crackers to arrive at home so that we can go out in the evening near a park and then burst them, right? If not at least the cracker part, try to be as involved as possible during this festive time. Diwali is just not the only festival. We recently had Dussehra, Diwali is here, then there will be Christmas, New Year, and a lot of things that are happening around. Choices will come your way. It's up to you how you want to celebrate that. With that, let me now welcome the General Evaluator for today's meeting to provide her general evaluation for the entire meeting. Let's have a round of applause to Toastmasters.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Mazahir Hussain. So I will demarcate my general evaluation in 3 segments. The first is the individual evaluations, where I will request the individual evaluators to spell out their evaluations. Next, the reports from the tag team, and then finally, my general evaluation. Yes? Yes, okay. I normally prod, but it's Diwali. So, for our first speaker for today was Toastmaster Saurabh, and to evaluate his speech, we have distinguished Toastmaster Nibhi Jacob.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Sonal, and warm greetings once again to Toastmaster Saurabh. First of all, kudos and congratulations on completing your first speech and taking your first step in your journey in public speaking. Now, for the benefit of guests, when we are evaluating an icebreaker, I will be trying to understand what the delivery style is and what they are already really good at, and what are the areas of improvement with respect to taking the next step. Saurabh, in terms of the areas that you excelled at and what I absolutely loved about your speeches, you've gotten the basics spot on. So you had an opening body conclusion, you were comfortable with the audience. Even though you were online, I could see that you were trying to look on screen to see some audience reaction to what you were saying, or like audience response to what you were saying, but at least looking at the facial expressions, right? You were confident in the content and the material that you had prepared. You spoke a fairly good amount about yourself, about your family life, and where you come from, your journey. So in terms of your delivery style that you decided to use in your speech today, I think it's more of storytelling. Like, I could see you in your journey from earlier to where you're at right now, and why you've joined Toastmasters and why you're here. So you've clearly set the expectations and you've let everyone know what you're here for. You had eye contact, and even though you had notes in your hand, I saw you referring to it maybe once or twice, and that's it. And so kudos to you on your preparation that went into delivery of the speech. You were able to use the word of the day in your first speech itself, which is an impromptu act, right? Like, you don't know what the word of the day is. And so if a speaker is able to incorporate that in their speeches, that is a very good ability. You were calm and composed throughout your speech. Now, in terms of some of the suggestions and some things that I noticed, one, there is no need of mentioning this is my icebreaker and so I'm going to start, etc. It's already established and stated by the Toastmaster of the day, by your evaluator. So you can instead use that time in your speech. Second, when you have an opening body conclusion in the speech, you can have an impactful ending. It could be, maybe you can leave the audience with a question, you can maybe end with a quote, whatever it is that you think fits your speech and fits your style. Have an impactful ending so that people are here and people are like holding on to, okay, what next, what next? And now when you're speaking online especially, try and raise your voice and use voice modulation as well, because otherwise I think we had some audio glitches in between over here in the room, and so your voice just sounded like very monotonous. So to have an impactful speech, use voice modulation better. So my recommendations for you: one, in your next speech, when you move on screen or in the speaking area, make sure that it is purposeful. I saw you step to your left side and then to your right side, but I wasn't exactly sure if you were trying to indicate a specific part of your life. So this is one feedback for you to take into account in your next speeches. All the best for your next project. Back to you.
Thank you, DTM Nibhi. Saurabh, firstly, congratulations on taking that very first step in Toastmasters. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and you took that single step today. Congratulations to you. The second thing is, you use notes. This is a story of your life. Who will know this better than you? So when you are spelling out or narrating incidents of your own life, you really don't have to use notes. Nobody knows your life story better than you. So next time, maybe you'd want to avoid using it. My role as a general evaluator is to evaluate the evaluation. evaluator. You will, I'm sure, enhance your body language and vocal variety as you progress in your journey in Toastmasters. So, you will pick it up. So, I wish you all the best once again. And again, for the second evaluation, I once again call upon distinguished Toastmaster Nibby Jacob to evaluate Monica's speech.
Thank you. Toastmaster Monica, congratulations on taking a first step, very confident first step into public speaking. I will again use the same structure in terms of the areas that you excelled at, the areas of improvement, and maybe a recommendation or two for you to keep in mind as you further in your journey in public speaking. In terms of what you excelled at, I think you had the opening body conclusion in place. Your delivery style that you used is what we call a chronological order. So you started at one place, and then as you progressed, what were the challenges that you faced and how you came across those challenges and where you are at today. You had eye contact, you maintained eye contact throughout, everybody spread across the room, and sometimes, when you're the first time speaker, you focus on just one area of the room, but I saw that you were very calm, composed, you were comfortable in the room, you owned the stage. So I think kudos to you on that. In terms of suggestions, what are the areas that you can do better? I saw you pacing around quite a bit. So pacing is this, right? As you're speaking, you're moving around. So pacing can sometimes show that you are nervous. Okay,
I wish you all the best. I'd like to now call upon the evaluator for the third speech, Toastmaster Kevin, to evaluate Toastmaster Sangeeta. Yeah, this is confusing, no?
Right. So Toastmaster Sangeeta, that was indeed a wonderful attempt. So as part of this particular level, what I was supposed to focus on is your vocal variety and just a moment. And the body language, right? So your speech took us through a situation that a family was going with respect to their child who was having cancer and all that. So, and I also love the fact that you brought about the universal language, which is music, right, to this particular speech. I have not seen this trend very often, like people using music, but I sometimes feel that is definitely one component that can be added to speeches, because that's one way of getting the attention of the audience. And such songs, which is very common and it's a very well heard out songs. So people started joining you when you started singing, right? So that is definitely a way of getting the attention of the audience. Few areas that you can improve on. I felt that initially you had eye contact with the audience, like you were looking around. But later on, the focus either went on the general evaluator zonal and yeah. So apart from that. Got to know that this song, We Shall Overcome Someday, I felt the Hindi version is a little more better. but this was, I also now came to know that this song was influenced from the English version, right? I didn't know that. So that is one information that I got. And yes, so these are the areas of improvement. So if you work on it, I'm quite sure you will be able to become a very good speaker. And back to you, Toastmaster.
Deeply confusing, yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Kevin. My role, again, I reiterate, my role as a general evaluator is to evaluate the evaluator. So, Toastmaster Kevin.
For prepared speeches, Saurabh took 6 minutes 26 seconds, Monica took 6 minutes 52 seconds, Sangeeta took 8 minutes 6 seconds. So, in prepared speeches, only Saurabh is qualified, other two Toastmasters are disqualified. In table topics, Nitin took 1 minute 21 seconds, Praneeth took 1 minute 43 seconds, Jimmy took 2 minutes 14 seconds, Anmol took 1 minute 36 seconds, Mazahir took 2 minutes 21 seconds. All are qualified in table topics for OT. In speech evaluation, for first speech, Toastmaster Nibi took 3 minutes 37 seconds. For the second speech evaluation, Toastmaster Nibi took 2 minutes 43 seconds. Toastmaster Kevin took 3 minutes 3 seconds. For speech evaluation, for second speech, Nibi is qualified. For the first speech evaluation, she is disqualified. So Kevin and Nibi are qualified for OT.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Thank you, Toastmaster Rashmi, for the very comprehensive report. I'd like to now take the outcome report from Toastmaster Bhima.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm back with my counter report. Toastmaster Saurabh, no filler sounds or catch words. Toastmaster Monica used more than 5 times filler words. Toastmaster Sangeeta used more than 5 times. And Praneeth used 1 times. Jimmy ma'am, no filler sounds also. And Toastmaster Nibi used 1 times. Thank you.
For the accountant's report, and finally the grammarian's report from Toastmaster Vivek. Okay.
So I'll provide my report on some of the good usages of grammar and some of the things that we can do better. Not to sound like a grammar Nazi, but that's my role for today. So some of the good usages, there were some really good ones, especially I think Sangeeta used words like resilient, testament, etc. And she used many more actually, but because of I think pronunciation we could not understand what those words are, but there were some really like good words that I found out. Apart from that, many other good words and a lot of good usages of the word of the day, catch 22. Particularly from Saurabh used it, Monica used it, Mazahir used it, and Jimmy also used it a couple of times. My only suggestion in the word of the day is it's good, it shows impromptu nature of bringing it up, but at the same time I think force fitting is also according to me not so important. If you can use it in the right context, let's do that, and that brings more meaningful, right? It shows your ability to adapt on the stage. Some of the things that we can do better as a group. So one thing I noticed is a key part of grammar is using concise words. If there are multiple words that we're using, if we're able to express it in one word, that becomes much more powerful. For example, if you're saying I was very upset, if you can say I was devastated, right? I think that makes much more appealing. Along with things like it was very good, you can say it was amazing, right? And what I do is I follow all these things on Instagram. There are certain pages where instead of using very something, there are things that give you that one word to use, and I have found it very useful, and we can use it, and it improves our communication, right? Even when written communication, when this is a public speaking. So that's one. Yeah, so that's my report, and otherwise it was a wonderful speech and very good usage of grammar, and all the best to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vivek. Can we give a huge round of applause for the entire faculty? Now, general evaluation. The meeting started at about 11:15. On a very emphatic note by Toastmaster Anmol, I didn't witness the initial part of your Sergeant Ramsey address, but whatever I saw, it was very emphatic. You set the ground rules. It has all the ingredients of a prepared speech. Really nice way to use this 2 minutes that you are being given. Can we have a huge round of applause for our Sergeant Ramsey, who then passed on the baton to the presiding officer, distinguished Toastmaster Mazahir. I am not sure. He asked me to be the presiding officer. I don't know why, but then I think it was an impromptu address, but very well done. He took the introduction of the guest, invited everyone into the meeting. He offered his thought on the theme of the day. Very, very well done. I liked how it was done. And he then passed on the baton to himself Again, as the Toastmaster of the day, he stitched the meeting together wonderfully. He was the captain of the ship. He enumerated the various parts of a meeting, Toastmasters meeting. He had wonderful introductions for each one of us, personalized introductions. I liked it. Maybe a little more introduction, me you know personally, but I think about the table topic master, you could have done a little more research, a little more preparation would have helped, but otherwise brilliantly done. Can we have a huge round of applause for distinguished Toastmaster Bazaar as the presiding officer and the we then had the table topic session, which was spearheaded by Toastmaster Puneet. What I liked about your role as a table topic master was you firstly came here and spoke about the benefits of table topics. And the second, all the topics were aligned to the theme of the day. And the third was all of us were able to connect to it and speak about it. Everybody were able to speak about it. The only suggestion that I have for you is I felt some of the topics were too long, because of which the speakers weren't able to catch it. The second is be consistent in the way you're going to, the protocol that you're going to adopt. Are you first going to give the topic and then ask them to speak, or first you're going to call the speaker and then give the topic? There was a little bit of confusion there, so that's something that you can take care of. Otherwise, very, very well handled. Can we have a huge round of applause for our covered everybody. With that, we come to the end of the general evaluation session. I hand it back over to distinguished Toastmaster Mazhar Hussain.
Thank you so much. So this is a test for the mic. I hope it's working. Because I can see a red light there and I can see a green light over here. Thank you so much, Sonal, for doing your general evaluation and providing us a valuable feedback. As I said, feedback is the
breakfast.
But in today's meeting, we were supposed to have the
Lunch.
Everything is well, right? Cool. Now, considering a few of us told that the network is kind of glitchy over here, we now come to a point of doing a vote. So what I will do, considering Piyush is here and he wasn't here for the entire meeting, so I will take him as a ballot counter. May I request Piyush to please come over here and stand with me. I will request everybody to close your eyes, and I'll be telling you for each vote category who's eligible. All you need to do is raise your hand if you would like to vote for the person. Is that okay? Only one vote allowed per person. Piyush will straight away tell you if you're not closing your eyes. Is that okay? May I request all of you to please close your eyes. Now, we'll first go ahead with the category of Best Table Topic Speaker. You heard 5 table topics. May I request each one of you to kindly close your eyes, and I'll be taking the vote one by one. I'll be simply requesting all of you to kindly raise your hand if you want to vote for that particular individual. Table topic speaker number 1, Nitin. Thank you. Table topic speaker number 2, Praneet. Table topic speaker number 3, Jimmy. Table topic speaker number 4, Anmol. Table topic speaker number 5, Zahir. Thank you. We'll now move on to the second vote category, which is for the big 3. This includes the Toastmaster of the day, the table topic master, and the general evaluator. Vote starts for Toastmaster Mazahir as a Toastmaster of the day. Table topic master, Toastmaster Puneet. General evaluator, Toastmaster Sonal. Thank you so much. We'll now move on to the category of best supporting role play. This includes a sergeant-at-arms, timer, arc counter, and grammarian. The vote starts now. Toastmaster Anmol as sergeant-at-arms. Toastmaster Rashmi as timer. Toastmaster Bhima as arc counter. Toastmaster Vivek as a grammarian. Thank you so much. We will now move on to the category of best speaker for today's meeting. Timer wanted to check if all the speakers are qualified. Only Saurabh is qualified. Okay. In that way, in the interest of disqualification, we will have Saurabh only because other two apologize. And now we will move on to the best speech evaluator. I believe in this speech evaluator 1, because of time, was disqualified. We will now move on to the best speech evaluator. Number 2, distinguished Toastmaster Nidhi as evaluator number 2. If you want to vote, please raise your hand. We'll move on to evaluator number 3, Toastmaster Kevin as evaluator number 3. Thank you. Thank you so much, wake up. Okay, Toastmasters, wake up and clap. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that wonderful clap. Really appreciate it. As a presiding officer, I also happen to have few announcements, but definitely the important one. Apologize, the meeting is running about a minute or 2 late, but I'll definitely wrap it up in about a couple of seconds. The first announcement that I have is for Area A4, Division A, District 92 contest. This will take place on November 25th. November 26th is Sunday, but what we are telling our club members that we will not have a meeting on November 26th. Instead, as a club, we will go and attend the area contest. All with me? Yes. All with me? Yes. All with me? Yes. Thank you. I'll expect people to reply. Number 2, our club is new, but we are remarkably doing good. We are there, out there, and we've been winning awards right there. This happened. Okay, thank you. Yeah, let's have a clap. Thank you so much. Our club is about a year old, and the good thing is, in a year, how many weeks are there? 52. Super. So what's coming?
1 year celebration.
1 year celebration and the 50th meeting milestone. This will take place on December 10, 2023. This will be a Sunday. The location is most likely going to be either Oracle or Coach. We will let you know. But what's more important is, during the milestone meeting, we are also opening up open mic performance as well. If you're interested to come be part of it, we're saying this to all of you. Go ahead and reach out to Toastmaster Piyush. If you wish to help us plan this meeting, there are various roles which are also open for a milestone meeting. Please reach out to Toastmaster Piyush or myself and let us know if you would like to contribute in a manner. The third and the last of today's meeting is the club election. From the month of Jan to June 2024, the club roles are open, and we request you to kindly nominate yourself for the club officer main as well as the associate if you wish to. Kindly reach out to me and let me know if you're interested. We will soon be sending a poster along with the form as well if you would like to let us know if you're interested. Moving on to the most important part, the voting results. Are you all ready?
Yes.
Are you all ready?
Yes.
Super, thank you. We will now move on to the same category the way we conducted the vote. The best table topic speaker for today's meeting is Jimmy. Congratulations. From the category of Big Three, the best role player today's meeting is yours truly, Toastmaster of the day, Mazahir. The best speech evaluator for today's meeting is evaluator number 2, Toastmaster Nibby. And this is not quite often that we see this. However, today we have a tie for the best supporting role player, and it's between the timer Rashmi and Ramir and Vivek. May I request both of you? And I want you to clap hard because they are new to Toastmaster, to Whitefield Toastmaster, and the first time role player. And without a doubt, we'll be fixing Toastmaster Saurabh over here. So I'm gonna hold my laptop. I'm sorry, 1 second. And I will insert his picture. You watch our PR doing it. So Toastmaster Saurabh will be here because he's the best speaker. Don't look at this. Smile, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You guys may take a seat. It was such an honor and pleasure to host a rendezvous, a linkers meeting between 3 great clubs. Definitely Speakers Den from Indiranagar, who means hybrid and in person at times. Indiranagar Pride and Whitefield Toastmaster. It's certainly been a pleasure, as I mentioned, in the presence of other president and dignitaries over here. Let me officially go ahead and close the meeting, and I request everybody to come over here for a group picture.